I have a genuine question. What the hell is Elon Musk on today? Because not only was he acting incredibly bizarre during Trump's inaugural ceremony, this clip went viral of his eyes and his neck rolling around in a really bizarre manner, and then he snaps back into human mode. It's like he has the Neuralink chip in his head and he hasn't told anybody, but watch this one more time. This happened this morning. And this isn't even the most bizarre part of the day. He then took the stage at Capital One Arena and began to jump and dance around in usual Elon Musk fashion. And everyone has their awkward moments. But my question to the MAGA supporters is, this is your alpha male? The dude who's roaring like a lion on stage and jumping and frolicking around? It's so bizarre, but this isn't even the crazy part. A little bit after this, he was giving his speech, and multiple times throughout it, he did something that very closely resembled a Nazi salute. And I'm just gonna say it. This dude did a Nazi salute on stage. Not once, but twice. And of course, right-wingers were immediately running defense, jumping in with the excuses saying, oh, he was just sending love to the crowd, putting his hand on his heart and sending love out to the crowd. Really? The guy who has spent the past year endorsing, boosting up, and emboldening the far right in America, and is now using his vast wealth and his ownership of X to boost up far right coalitions in Germany, for example. Have you guys heard this? Backlash builds as Elon Musk endorses Germany's far right. Quote, only the AfD can save Germany, said the key Donald Trump ally. Even German politicians are coming out and saying, yo, this dude's support of the far right absolutely threatens democracy in Germany, in Europe. Elon Musk said the other day, we made America great again by electing the far right. He says, it's time to make Europe great again. So I don't want to see any right-wingers running defense for what we're about to watch on video from multiple angles. Here's Elon Musk on stage at the Capital One Arena. And you guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the Mockler channel. If we can get to 1 million subs, that'll be great. We are going to be relentlessly, endlessly pushing back on this far-right shit that is spreading throughout America. Watch.
Making it happen. Thank you.
I genuinely don't know what else that could possibly be. We have another angle of the same thing right here.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
There is absolutely no shot. I will not accept any other explanation. And here's the thing. This is very, very important because right-wingers are already coming up with excuses. So Elon Musk says, a few seconds after this clip, this is me sending love to the crowd. So right-wingers in America, Trump supporters who will defend every single move. Elon Musk could shit himself on stage and they would say, he's owning the libs, he's owning you guys. Their excuse is that he's putting his hand to his heart and sending out love to the crowd. But that is not how you do it. He is a grown man. I don't care if he's slightly on the spectrum, which he is. He has Asperger's. I don't care what excuse you have. If you're a grown man who's made it this far in life and you're the richest man in the world, you cannot be doing shit like this. He even is very clear what he's doing. You don't hit your chest. You can hear his hand hit his chest through the mic. That's not something you do to send love to the crowd. Take a listen. Like you can hear his hand hit his chest. He's very violently doing it. And you can connect that perfectly to him endorsing the far right in Germany, saying only the AfD can save Germany. Elon Musk is backing the far right, Alternative for Germany, triggering an outcry in Berlin in the run-up to a critical snap election. He said only the AfD can save Germany. Now, Musk has recently supported multiple European populist right politicians in increasingly clear terms. He's trying to put his paws in elections all across the world because it worked in the US. His ownership of X allowed Donald Trump to regain power, and now he's trying to do the same thing with the Italian prime minister, the populist right person, with the Reform UK leader, Nigel Farage. Earlier this week, Farage then boasted that Musk is, quote, right behind him, and raised the prospect that the tech tycoon would financially back his Reform UK party. Even German politicians are calling him out. U.S. tech billionaire Elon Musk's support for far-right parties endangers Europe's democratic development, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said. Scholz also said he did not expect the U.S. to stop aid to Ukraine under Trump, but that is another topic. So, Musk's, quote, partnership for the extreme right, whether out of business interests or for reasons that have something to do with his own political stance, is unacceptable. It is unacceptable for a billionaire to be trying to influence politics across the globe using his wealth. And let's just zoom out for a second, because none of this is happening in a vacuum. Elon Musk has spent the past year or two leveraging his wealth, leveraging his influence to boost far-right movement after far-right movement globally. Look at his decisions on social media platforms. Look at his financial ties or the political causes he's backed. You will see the same thing over and over, and it all culminates into this clip right here. No, not this clip of his eyes rolling. This clip right here of him making this salute not once, but twice. And the worst part is, the part that pisses me off, and I'm sure bothers you guys too, is that right-wingers will run so much defense for this, and then they'll point at us and say that we're the ones who are being reactionary, we're the ones who are freaking out, while ignoring all of the surrounding context. So even if Elon Musk is doing something that resembles a Nazi salute, which I don't buy, it's not just a bad look, it's a pattern. It's something that's happened over and over and over. It's a reflection of his willingness to pander to and enable the most dangerous ideologies in the world, in modern politics. And again, it's more about one dude acting erratically on stage because he's not just a wealthy celebrity who doesn't really matter. Like if Mel Gibson or whatever was doing this, we'd be like, yeah, we knew Mel Gibson was an effing freak. No, this is Elon Musk, who is a global oligarch who wields immense power, going on stage and doing a Nazi salute after aligning himself with the far right over and over and over. It only works to embolden those movements. And just going back to what pisses me off, the right-wingers will never see this. They'll say that we're being reactionary libs. We're the ones who are blowing stuff out of proportion when we actually know how to notice a pattern over and over. We've talked about how oligarchs use their wealth to shape narratives and policy, and that's what Musk is doing right here. You know, I was stupidly about to call it a dog whistle, but that's not what a dog whistle is. A dog whistle is if he was quietly saying stuff to pander to the far right. This is like a bullhorn. Is that the opposite of a dog whistle? It's the loudest whistle possible. And again, I want to make sure I'm equipping you guys with the facts here. So when you're bringing this up in conversations or in arguments, you have to also point out the pattern of Elon Musk's rhetoric on X and other speeches, his endorsement of far-right parties. This is a prime example. This reads, with anti-Semitic tweet, Elon Musk reveals his, quote, actual truth. This is very important because it ties in perfectly to how Elon Musk has gotten here. Elon Musk has publicly endorsed an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory among white supremacists that Jewish communities push, quote, hatred against whites. And this article is over a year old, but it perfectly tells the story of how Elon Musk got here. So in case you missed it, Musk was responding to a post Wednesday that said Jewish communities, quote, have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. The post also referenced a horde of minorities flooding Western countries, and Elon Musk, with more than 160 million followers who owns the damn platform, said, "You have said the actual truth." He says, you have said the actual truth. We can even take it one step further. Elon Musk has been boosting over the past year a lot of statistics that just aren't true. This Washington Post article reads, the data on race and murder that Elon Musk gave an exclamation point really deserved a question mark. The owner of X expressed amazement at a completely false claim about violence committed by black people. Now, if you start to weave all of these stories together, Elon Musk endorsing far-right parties, make sure you're bringing that up. He's endorsed the far-right in multiple European countries. And then he pushes a conspiracy theory about Jewish people wanting to spread white hatred. And then he boosts over and over and over certain race realist conspiracy theories that black Americans are meant to commit more crime. It's all patently absurd and out in the open. And it culminated perfectly into, not this one, it culminated perfectly into this. This is how it all ends. And make sure that when you're making these arguments, you have the cohesive narrative. Because if you're just saying, oh, Elon Musk did the Nazi salute, that is true, but it's a lot stronger of an argument when you can back up, when you can draw the direct line between his rhetoric over the past few years and the way that he's acting now. Let me play this one more time.
For making it happen. Thank you.
Odd as hell. Odd as hell, and I'll leave it at that. Drop a like, subscribe. We're pushing to 1 million. I love every single one of you that's watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.